You want to know the truth about 1TMC? You can't handle the truth! What is going on, guys? That is right. Through the next few minutes, actually we got about 7 minutes to be honest with you, we are going to be going through everything and talking about the murder click, 1TMC, and the history of 1TMC. That is right. You have heard that Deadly Thumbs is recruiting for 1TMC. That is absolutely true. But what you don't know is how long 1TMC has been in existence. We existed about 5.5, almost 6 years ago. When we got together, there was a group that I was in called NO1A. And that's where it all started. NO1A was known throughout everywhere. From NO1A came clans like TSK6. Well, I could go down the list, but TSK6, and of course, you know, 1TMC. There was also N64 and a few others. I think it's MRDA. They all branched off of NO1A, which NO1A branched off of NO1K. There was also a couple groups in the middle that I was in. Hate Being Sober, that also branched, and that was with 1-800-SHOOT-TO-KILL. Now, if you remember back in the past, or you're a 1TMC fan, then you will remember Hate Being Sober. But if you don't, let me explain. After NO1A split up, everyone went their own way, and I didn't want to be a leader of a clan at the time. So what happened was 1-800-SHOOT-TO-KILL started Hate Being Sober. After he started that, we got known everywhere. Well, everyone started arguing, and I realized it wasn't going to work unless I was the commander. So I decided that I would start my own clan with a few choice people, ASA Actual, and there was a few other people, D-Rec, Nuke It Up, and there was a couple other people in the room. I think that's when I met Fellatio, and we all got together and we started talking. What happened was we decided it was a good idea to start this clan. So we did start it, and we named it the Murder Click. We thought of a lot of names. You know, it would have been Dub Soldiers, or at the time a lot of people followed me around. They would leave a clan with me and everyone would follow me. So I figured, you know, my last name on the game was C-Dub Murda, so the Murder Click. And we also had a lot of people like Moot Murda, which was 1-800's other profile, Murder for Hire, Goon Murda. We had all kinds of murders in, you know, and they were all trying to match that name at the time. But anyways, it built up, and 2D4 was the team to be beat. No one could beat them. Nobody could beat them at the time. And S2A eventually did beat them, but that was after 1TMC did. They still say to this day we got lucky. But regardless if we got lucky or not, we did beat 2D4. They said it would never happen. That gave us a little bit of the limelight. As we got into Ghost, because we kind of skipped Black Ops. So as we get into Ghost, I was garbage when it first started. I couldn't shoot the broadside of a barn door. That's right, a broadside of a barn door. And I met Beast Action, you know. But the thing was, the one that really got me through was JW920 that passed away. And by the way, so did ASA Axel, which was one of the first guys that helped me start 1TMC. And when, you know, they both passed away, and they'll always be remembered in 1TMC history. But anyways, back to the rest of it. It just got to where I was playing every morning. I was getting better, and I was learning spots and everything else. Well, one day my brother, Red 420, shows me a spot on Fallen. Once I felt the power of getting a Kim, I became a camper. I was no longer that run and gun shooting a rocket like everyone expected me from MW3. And I became one of the best players in Ghost because of my team. My KD was out of the, oh my God, it was through the roof. And it honestly was. And for the first time ever in my COD history, I was a force to be reckoned with. And then when we get to Advanced Warfare, you know, because no one could beat us on Ghost. We had that spawn trap down to a T. You know, we had players like Mandir collecting tags. We had, man, there's so many players that I'm not mentioning, and I apologize because everybody makes up TMC, no matter if we got along or not. You know, there's even a lot of players still to this day that, you know, don't want to talk to me or sold me out by going to another clan. But in some way, they were part of 1TMC. And they'll always be remembered as, you know, a part of one of the greatest clans that ever stood forth in hardcore history. We've defeated every clan out there that's ever stepped to us, you know, and we've gotten beat by a lot of clans out there. But we're still standing, you know, and I did leave 1TMC, but I realized this is my home and I'm back at it. Anyways, in Advanced Warfare, when I started to become number one, I ignored a lot of the players, which was a big mistake, because that's why TMC existed, because we were a big, close group of family. And I kind of destroyed that when I became number one. In Black Ops, I really wasn't that great. I had good games, but it was whatever. And 1TMC started falling off. Now that we're in Offended Warfare and I'm bringing 1TMC back, I have high hopes for the future. We're looking for people to do big things. I mean, statistic-wise, we got some good stats in our clan and some really good players. My brother that's with TSK is also, as their commander, is also with us in 1TMC. We got some old members, and to be honest with you, the reason that 1TMC is back and going is because I ran into Kush after all these years, and it was amazing. I seen the 1TMC tag, and he was proud to run it. So 1TMC is back up and going. That's just a little the history of 1TMC. It's not in depth on each person. A lot of people wonder about the Mandir thing and what happened to Mandir and why he was really gone. So in this video, before we're done, I will let you guys know that. And then maybe in another video, we'll discuss Beast Action, which was a big part of 1TMC history. The Mandir thing, pretty much plain and simple, he was a good player. He took it too serious. He started modding. His brother taught him how to mod, and he started modding, and that pretty much destroyed him because he cried way too much. And Beast Action and D-Rec and so many other players. There's players that play with him now that used to whine about him that they just couldn't stand him. They did not want to play with Mandir. So it came down to a vote. Pretty much Beast Action and a bunch of other guys said he's gone or we're gone. And Prodigy Killer, there were so many different, you know, that's another name I didn't mention. He was a killer too, you know, GG Murray. But anyways, all them being mentioned, pretty much they all got together, said Mandir goes or we go. So I didn't really have a choice. I always defended Mandir. And then, you know, after it was all over with, he went and started rumors about me, and is still claiming to have that he had my profile hacked. You know, that's the childish type of things that got him kicked from 1TMC, and he had to go settle for a second-rate clan that never made it nowhere. But anyways, guys, we are recruiting. All you got to do is look it up. It's 1TMC Returns in the communities on PS4. We're back, we're badder than ever, and we're ready to go. This is a little bit of gameplay. It's not great gameplay, not a 50-60 kill game, but I'm positive I'm at the top of the list, and I wanted to share it with you guys, why we talked about the history of 1TMC. This is my legacy, the legendary 1TMC. Please like, please subscribe, and don't forget to stay deadly. It's fucking deadly. I'm a member of the Murder Clique.